Welcome back. As you can see, today I am taking you on a tour of Tokyo DisneySea. After the JR, or Japan Rail Train, you get off here at Maihama Station and change to the Disney Resort line, which you must pay another fare again. It will make stops at both Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo DisneySea. Getting on the Disney Resort Line monorail, it does have a couple of nice touches to make you feel you're at a Disney resort. Notice the Mickey Mouse-shaped windows. And inside, notice the hand straps that are also Mickey. That's a pretty cool touch right away. The first stop on the Disney Resort line is this huge Victorian-style building. It is the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel, one of a number of hotels at the Tokyo Disney Resort. And these people are getting off at the Disneyland stop. And here you can see us pass by Tokyo Disneyland, including the castle, off in the distance.
Our next stop is Bayside Station. Please disembark here for the Tokyo Disney Resort official hotel.
We have made it through the gates, and here we are officially at Tokyo DisneySea. You're first greeted by this huge globe, called the Aquasphere, unless you count that ticket lady. And then in that case, the Aquasphere is the second thing to greet you. It represents the Earth, surrounded by flowing waters, but we'll come back to that later. Now the first land you come to after entering the park is called Mediterranean Harbor. But I'm headed straight past that for the land known as Mysterious Island, because I want to go right on what is probably the best ride at DisneySea, Journey to the Center of the Earth. At this point, I'm still making my way there. But when I got to Mysterious Island, I was very disappointed to find out that Journey to the Center of the Earth was down. as was the park's other biggest ride, Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Crystal Skull. It seemed a little unfortunate to me to have two of the very biggest rides down at the same time, but that's the hand I was dealt. Now, luckily I have been to Tokyo DisneySea once before, and I have been on them, and they are both very cool rides in my opinion. But it was a letdown for sure to come this far and not be able to go on them again this time. Now, as we're walking to Mysterious Island, let me tell you a little bit about DisneySea. DisneySea has 7 lands, or ports of call: Mediterranean Harbor, American Waterfront, Lost River Delta, Port Discovery, Mysterious Island, Mermaid Lagoon, and Arabian Coast. It is the only Disney park in the world built with a maritime adventure theme. Holy crap, check that out. Garlic shrimp popcorn. No thank you. In addition to Journey to the Center of the Earth and Indiana Jones, DisneySea does have some other excellent attractions. But the best feature might be that it is probably the most aesthetically beautiful of any of the Disney parks. It's quite strikingly beautiful, as you'll see in this video. Now, of course, the theme of this park is water, and you see water everywhere. But what's interesting also is that you can look just on the other side of that retaining wall. It goes from DisneySea to the actual sea, just on the other side. You can even see big ships out there. The one you see right there is actually part of DisneySea. It's not a real ship. But on the other side of that wall, and way out there, there are big container ships. It's kind of cool. Straight ahead in the distance, you can see Mount Prometheus. The park's giant living volcano is the centerpiece, or a centerpiece at least. It vents smoke and steam, and is visible from almost everywhere in the park. And at night, it looks really amazing. You will see later on. Another interesting feature in DisneySea is the Hotel Miracosta. It is the only hotel in the world which is entirely placed inside a Disney theme park. You will see that later as well. And now we've made it to the Mysterious Island. As I said, Journey to the Center of the Earth is down right now. So we'll go on another Jules Verne-inspired ride, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And that's a lot of leagues. Major League Baseball only has 2 leagues, the American League and the National League. So this is like 19,998 more leagues. That's a lot. It's a decent ride, definitely nowhere near as good as Journey to the Center of the Earth. Basically, it's a submarine that is supposed to go deep down into the water, and you see all sorts of interesting creatures. Now let's head up and look at what's on the menu at Volcana Restaurant. Looks interesting, but I'm not ready to eat yet. We'll keep moving on. There's the DisneySea Electric Railway. It's mostly a form of transportation. It drops you off at the American waterfront. We'll go on that later though. And no, the camera is not flipped around back at me right now. That's a different Mr. Incredible. That's Mr. Incredible from the Disney Pixar movie The Incredibles. Incredible. And look over there. It's Goofy. Oh gosh. Ho 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 ho. We are currently in Port Discovery, and this ride here is called Aquatopia. Now another thing that Tokyo's Disney parks are famous for, their popcorn. Now in general, Disney parks around the world are pretty famous for their popcorn and other snacks, but they usually have cool popcorn buckets. I've got a few of them from different parks, including a past visit to the Tokyo Disney Resort. But the popcorn is especially famous at the Tokyo Disney Resorts. I'll show you throughout this video. I'm going to try to stop at as many popcorn stands as I can. They all have unusual flavors. Some of them sound delicious, some of them sound terrible to me at least, but they're all unique. So you can see this one is soy sauce and butter flavor. Be ready, it gets more interesting. And now we're coming to the land called American Waterfront. It's modeled to look like different parts of my country, such as Cape Cod, New York, etc. Here's the menu at Cape Cod Cook-Off Restaurant. And if you're not familiar with verbiage at Japanese restaurants, when they say set, such as you see here, pulled pork cheeseburger set, it means meal. So for example, let's say you were at a McDonald's and you were ordering a Big Mac, and you would say either the burger or set instead of meal, which would include the fries and drink. I first thought someone was challenging me to a tennis match or getting ready to snap a football. Also, they don't say for here to go. To go is take away, so you would say here or take away. I do find it funny that this place is called D.B. Cooperage. I guess it has nothing to do with the famous thief D.B. Cooper, but I wouldn't name it that close. That seems like a huge coincidence to me. If you're not familiar with D.B. Cooper, he's one of the most famous outlaws in American history. They never did catch him or find him, and they're not even sure what his real name is, but it's a famous story. Go look it up. It's pretty crazy. He's obviously brilliant, but not a great guy. On a better note, I love all the Christmas decorations. It looks great, and even better when it's lit up at night. And of course, the Christmas music everywhere is a great touch as well. And of course, nothing says Christmas to me like a giant rabbit. Here's a better view of what I was talking about earlier. You can see the real sea on the other side of that wall. It's kind of cool. This ship is called the SS Columbia. It is part of the American waterfront land. As we transition over to the early 20th century New York part of the American waterfront, and this ship is made to look like one of the early 20th century ships that would come into New York Harbor, such as the Titanic and others. Obviously, the Titanic didn't quite make it to New York Harbor. There are several restaurants on board and other things. One of the restaurants is named after one of America's greatest presidents, the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge, who is of course the man that the teddy bear was named after as well, and they do sell mini teddy bears here at DisneySea. I'll take you on board the SS Columbia later tonight. This building is made to look like a ticketing/boarding area for ships, such as the SS Columbia, as you can see on the sign. Inside is a restaurant called Dockside Diner. And here comes the Tower of Terror ride. It's one of the popular attractions at any Disney park it's in. But this one's a bit different. It's not based on the Twilight Zone like the other ones that were created at Disneyland California and Disney World and Disneyland Paris. That's because the Twilight Zone was not well known in Japan. So the Imagineers created a made-up story that this was called Hotel Hightower, named after a rich American named Harrison Hightower III, who had a curse put on him from one of the rare artifacts he collected. But the idea is very similar to the other Tower of Terror rides, with the elevator dropping from under you. Definitely still a very fun ride, a Disney favorite at any of the theme parks that it's in.
私は莫大な金をかけ、命を危険にさらしてこいつを手に入れた。原住民の皆様方は手放すのを嫌がったがね。ハイタワーさん、それは呪いの偶像だと言われてますよね。呪いの偶像だと？バカバカしい。シーキュートゥンドゥの呪いは本物だ。これ以上先に行ってはならん。私と同じ運命になるぞ。私の忠告を聞け。呪いは本物だ。シーキュートゥンドゥの目が。早く逃げろ。まだ間に合う。
Well, I'm just impressed that early 20th century Americans all spoke Japanese. My, how times have changed. Hai, sumimasen. Well, they didn't want me recording the drops. But anyway, it's definitely a great ride. Here's the gift shop. Outside the ride, you can hear the screams of delight as people take the plunge. Continuing on this way, over to the left over here, you can see the New York part of American Waterfront continues. And on the right side there in the corner is Toyville Trolley Park, an area dedicated to Toy Story, including another one of my favorite Disney attractions, Toy Story Mania, which I have shown in another Disney park video previously. And this area is pretty cool looking both day and night. Now let's continue on through American Waterfront. I did find it a little bit humorous that the bathroom is called New York City Waterworks. waltz on over. This street, much like the whole park, looks cool during the day, and it might look even cooler at night. This is interesting. It says Tesla lightning bolt.
Ano pwede fries?
Now we're heading into the land called the Mediterranean Harbor. This particular section of the Mediterranean Harbor is called Palazzo Canals, and it is a really nice, stunning recreation of Venice. The architecture, the little bridges, you can even go on a gondola ride. They've done a really great job with it. The biggest difference I would say is that the real Venice has a few more Japanese people visiting it, but it's pretty close. Ciao, or konnichiwa, or konnichi ciao, whatever. That is just really cool looking and really well done. Bravo Disney. Grazie and arigatou gozaimasu. Via Donaldo. Now leaving the Palazzo Canal's Venice-inspired area and checking out other parts of Mediterranean Harbor. There is Pinocchio's father, Geppetto. Of course, the Pinocchio story is Italian originally. These other parts of Mediterranean Harbor have the look of other parts of Italy, including cathedral domes that are clearly inspired by the Duomo in Florence. There are Italian homes with shutters and clotheslines, and even Roman ruins. A really great job with the look and feel of different parts of Italy. It's pretty amazing. Here's another popcorn stand. Let's see what kind of oddball flavor this one has. Black pepper popcorn. Yep, that's different. Well, I think it's time to stop for a snack, and Disney parks always have a lot of good snacks. But I think my favorite is probably the churro. My first time ever having a churro was going to Disneyland, California as a kid, and I fell in love right away. And especially with the yen being so low to the dollar right now, it's an extremely good price. 450 yen is about $2.85 in American money. And for Disney parks, that's practically free.
Good as in America. So good.
Boy is it good too.
But they're
Just
cheaper.
like in America. Oishii desu ne. Here are some more interesting characters. Oh, and also Joy from Pixar's Inside Out. Well, I think we've just found the land known as the Lost River Delta. There's even a wrecked plane down below, and a Mayan temple over the other way. This roller coaster is known as Raging Spirits, a Mayan-themed ride that goes upside down. I rode it with about 6 Japanese ladies who then wanted to take about 25 pictures after the ride with me, but it was still a pretty cool ride. You can see the massive line to get on the ride. I can give you a piece of advice. Anytime you're going on a ride real popular like this, if they offer it, which a lot of rides do, go on the single rider entrance. Even if you're with a bunch of people, you'll stay in line together the whole time, and then when you get on the ride, you'll probably get separated, but who cares for a couple of minutes. Worst case scenario, you'll meet some new friends that want to take a bunch of pictures with you, and the lines go much faster. Pretty fun ride. This ride is known as Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure. I would say it's kind of a modern take with modern technology on the classic Peter Pan ride in Disneyland, California. It's in 3D, and honestly, it's better than I expected. Quite fun, actually. Sugoi. Gambare, gambare, Peter Pan. Outside, they've got a mock Mr. Schmeen. The Lost Boys appear to have been taking target practice on. This is a pretty cool area too. Let's have a little spin and look around. Cheese. And now we're headed to a land known as the Arabian Coast. Another very well put together area with beautiful architecture that, if you've ever been to the Middle East, looks quite reminiscent of the mosques and minarets and bazaars over there. Once again, very well put together. It looks quite impressive. I wouldn't say though that it looks strictly like Arabia. A lot of it does, but I see a lot of influence from as far away as Morocco to Iran, and even a little bit of India. I definitely see a lot of Persian influence in those domes. And the building that looks like the front of a Persian mosque in the main square you'll see coming up. And those blue domes, there's definitely a lot of influence in the architecture from North Africa and the whole of the Middle East. I'm impressed. This ride is called Sinbad's Storybook Voyage. It's the story of Sinbad's adventure in a very similar style to the very popular Disney attraction, It's a Small World After All. Assalamu alaikum, Sinbad. There's a beautiful Persian-style dome. I like this touch. Even these snack machines that are so popular in Japan have an Arab look to them. It's kind of cool that this camel even makes camel noises. Well, I'm getting pretty friggin' hungry, so I think I'm going to rock the Casbah food court. And quite frankly, I don't care if the Sharif don't like it. Flying carpet curry. Well, it sounds dirty, but I think I'm hungry enough that I might just go for it anyway. Well, here's my meal. Japanese beef curry with rice and some flatbread. And if you've never had Japanese curry before, you're missing out. That stuff is freaking awesome. Yummy. Well, now that we've eaten, let's have a look in the Agrabah marketplace. I don't know what that thing is, and I'm not going to ask. Now see, this looks like the front of mosques you would see in Iran, such as like Imam Square in Esfahan. Hey look, there goes Jasmine and Daisy Al-Dakidi. And here's the genie of the lamp. It turns out when you can grant wishes, you really draw a crowd. That music in the background probably sounds familiar to you. We are headed to the Little Mermaid area called Mermaid Lagoon. Oh, let's go see what kind of, what do you call it they have here? Oh yeah, popcorn. Well, white chocolate probably sounds like the least unusual kind of popcorn flavor here. And the most likely thing for me to be called when I'm playing basketball. Greg will make threes. Greg will make threes. It would be better if there was popcorn with cheddar. Greg will make threes. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. Now let's go into the Mermaid Lagoon. It's mostly for small kids, but it's really cool looking in there. It's very photogenic, like most of DisneySea. It's an indoor, under the sea themed land. Let's check it out. Now it's time to take a ride on the DisneySea Electric Railway. I'm just glad there's no Muppets at this Disney park, or it could be electric mayhem. This train will run to the American waterfront, and that's where we're headed now.
安全のため走行中は立ち上がらないようお願いします。それではポートディスカバリーからアメリカンウォーターフロントの活気あふれる街ニューヨークへの旅をお楽しみください。
From here you can see what I was talking about earlier, how DisneySea almost connects to the actual sea. From this view it looks like it's all one big body of water, but there is a wall between them. Well, we've made it back to 1907 New York. The lady at the All-American hot dog stand waving to us. Of course, everybody at Disney is always friendly. And those prices here are so much cheaper than Disney parks in America. That's just over $3 for a hot dog. At Disney theme parks, that's crazy. Now that it's nighttime, I'm going to head through a little of the Mediterranean harbor again and back to the front to see the aquasphere one more time. If you remember, the aquasphere was right at the front gate when we first came in. And if you don't remember, it's still there anyway. Here's the Hotel Miracosta that I mentioned earlier. If you remember, I said that it was the only hotel entirely inside of a Disney park. And that's pretty dang cool. There's even parts of it where you can see some of the rides from your room. Here's the same Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse statue that I have shown in other Disney theme parks. Alright, let's go back. We've still got a few more things to see and do. Here's a quick peek at some of the Roman ruins at night at the Mediterranean harbor. And the Arabian coast at night. Here comes another popcorn flavor. This time it's Chinese chili popcorn. Some of the other popcorn flavors I ran into include shrimp popcorn and curry popcorn, among others. Definitely wasn't interested in the shrimp corn. That sounds horrible to me. But my first time at Tokyo DisneySea, a Japanese friend introduced me to curry popcorn, and it's actually surprisingly good. Now let's head to the SS Columbia ship, one of the main points of interest at American Harbor.
Teddy Roosevelt restaurant here.
I don't think it's a real ship. They just built it to look like a ship. Yeah.
Look at Mount Prometheus steam up there. It's ready to blow. Well, I hope sweet dreams were made of these. We've traveled the world in the 7 Disney seas. But that's going to do it. From Tokyo DisneySea, I'm signing out. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Oh, see you next time.